We're all here today to celebrate Todd and Polina's marriage and to enjoy with them the celebration of that marriage. Meeting the one person you will spend the rest of your life with is likely the most important happening anticipated in a person's life. The world suddenly becomes brighter and more magical. A magical place filled with exciting possibilities for the future. You look for your special person in your life, and when you find that person with that special something, something clicks, and somehow you know. Todd and Polina, when they met, something really clicked, and they knew. She told me once at an early point in their introduction, before their first date, Todd said, "Don't worry, you're in good hands." She told me no man had ever said that to her, and she liked it. She treasured that. Over the next short period of time, everyone knew that they knew. Sometime later, Donna and I took the family up to North Conway. We, of course, told Todd to invite Polina, and she accepted. We figured it was a good opportunity for her to meet the enemies, so to speak, and to meet Greg and his intended. So we sat down one night for dinner, and we were kind of on the corner of the table, Paulina and I asked her how to say her name and spell it and the like, so that I understood what this lady was about. And she said her name was Polina, Polina. I turned to Todd and said, "You can marry her," because my mother's name was Pauline, and I just took it as a sign. And look where we are. He listens to his father once in a while. Many people say that love is the backbone of a marriage, and they're right. But they might not fully realize all that love entails. Say what you will about love at first sight and all of that, but it's more than that. It's really love at each encounter. You see, love is not static. It's dynamic and always changing. Love you feel today is very different from the love you'll feel when your life grows after you met. And love you feel in years to come will be different than the love you feel today, because your love will grow more and more and will adjust as you grow together. Love is more than the feeling we get when someone makes your heart happy. Love is your heart remembering the history you share together during times that are difficult, and somehow getting through the difficult times makes the good times all the more wonderful. True love grows more each time you see each other. As the years pass, every once in a while, one of you will do something, a little something, that will help you realize how deeply in love you really are. And that little thing that one person did to you is exactly why. Each time your eyes meet, that love grows. It remembers the past. It imagines the future that will be. And your heart fills with joy each time you encounter. It knows, and so do you. You just know. Today, in front of all of your beloved friends and family, you take the next step in your journey together. In The Tempest, Shakespeare wrote, "Hear my soul speak. Of the very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly at your service." Beginning your married life together, remember the reason you get up each morning, getting ready to do your best in the world and look forward to coming home. Remember the reason you sacrifice, the reason you give, and the reason you laugh, the reason you are becoming a family. Todd and Polina, cherish one another. Never stop doing the small things that convey respect and trust. Hold doors Write notes. Listen and strive to understand. Let kindness and tenderness be the rule and not the exception. Remember that you're both in the same team. Together you will fight the demons, defeat the enemies, build a life, and forge a bond that is greater than the sum of its parts. A strong, lasting marriage is built on trust, honor, communication, and respect. Oops, excuse me. And so, Polina and Todd have made this journey in their lives, and they have arrived here at this moment, at this place, in the presence of all here, ready to declare the love and commitment they have for each other. Now, do you, Todd, of your own free will, take Polina as your lawful wedded wife to love, honor, protect, respect, and defend, to be the one person you hold above all others, the one person you hold in the highest regard, the one person you hold when she needs to be held, and the one person you hold first and foremost in your heart and soul for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Polina, do you, of your own free will and accord, take Todd as your lawful wedded husband to love, honor, protect, respect, and defend, to be the one person you hold above all others, the one person you hold in the highest regard, the one person you hold when he needs to be held, and the one person you hold first and foremost in your heart and soul for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
We're now going to exchange rings. Yeah, you don't think she will? I think she will. Yes, Todd, Gavin. Wait. Get away. Get back. You wait till I tell you. We know the exchange of rings. The ring is, for many years, been the symbol of love and commitment. It has no beginning and has no end. It is an enduring, unending as your love. The precious metal in these rings is representative of the love of yours. For never has a truer bond been made than the day that you found each other, and never has a truer love been known than what you share with each other. The shine of these rings is the light you hold inside. It is the light that leads the way to becoming husband and wife. These rings are as your love for each other. Wear them proudly to show that no one will ever love you as the other. Gavin, you've given the ring to Todd. Todd, please place the ring on Polina's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I promise my love, passion, compassion, and respect for you, beyond the symbolism of this ring. Okay. Polina, please place the ring on Todd's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I promise to love, passion, compassion, and respect for you, beyond the symbolism of this ring. Okay. Get back. Todd and Polina have prepared their own vows, so I'm going to leave it to them for a few seconds. Or a few hours, I don't know. You.
Polina's going first.
Oh, Polina, okay.
You have it. You have mine.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay.
5 years ago, yesterday, I began to believe in miracles. Because 5 years ago, yesterday, I met you, and my life have changed forever. Every day, I feel like we met yesterday and yet know each other our whole lives. It's an amazing feeling of happiness when you walk into the room or hold you in my arms. So, the people who say the love only lives for 18 months or 3 years are definitely wrong. I believe now that love can live forever. I promise that I never would lose that spark of romance towards you that I felt on the first date and I still feel 5 years later. You came to my life and colored it with all the bright colors. The words you said on the first date made me believe that you were the one. Right there and then, I knew it already. You said that my life would be filled with love and romance forever. And sure enough, all the love stories I read and all the romantic movies I watched before, you left them all in the dust. With all the love and support I get from you every day. I promise always be by your side, support you, and cherish you, and never take you for granted. You said that I'm in good hands. You said it on the first date, and I always felt it ever since. And I promise you that you and your heart would always be in good hands with me. I always will be the most loyal person to you that you can rely on, and then you can rely to be by your side no matter what. After many years of searching, I know now that you actually exist. I found you, my love, and I feel like my life is starting just now, and not just with a new chapter in the book, but with a whole new book that we can write together. I'm looking forward to our new big adventures, as well as everyday little adventures and even challenges that we can figure out together. Every day I want to experience with you, and I promise that our lives would be full of exciting discoveries, as well as quiet romantic moments. Something that I would never be tired of as long as I'm with you. You know how we met? Because one lucky day, I pulled a card out of the deck, and it had led me to you. So today, I can tell I'm all in with my heart and my soul for the rest of my life.
I don't know how he's going to top that.
I don't know. I don't know how. I can't stop that. Turn this.
Sure.
Almost exactly 5 years ago, I was sitting in a quiet little restaurant in Kennebunkport, waiting for my life to change. Leading up to our first date, I was pretty discouraged. I was thinking I'd never meet my soulmate. Feeling lost, alone, and defeated, I was ready to give up. But my intuition told me that meeting you had the potential to be something fantastic. So much so that I showed up to Old Vine's wine bar a full 30 minutes early to make sure that I got just the right table for us, and I had just enough time to fix my hair or make sure there was nothing in my teeth. I must have made a good impression because we laughed and shared and laughed some more. We went for a walk, and when we had the most romantic kiss ever on a bridge under a full moon, that felt like destiny. And ever since then, every single day, you've made me feel like I'm winning the lottery. Standing here today, I still can't believe it, that I was somehow able to take this perfectly played hand and turn it into having the best woman on earth ready to marry me. I'm in love with literally everything about you. I love how kind and caring you are, like the way you'll catch a fly in the house and talk to it before you release it outside. I love how calm you are, how you can cool me down in an instant by just smiling at me. I love how every time You get excited about something, the pitch of your voice changes. I secretly melt every time that it happens. I love how you support my unusual career choice. You once told me that I could rob banks for a living and you would still support me. I love how we fit together like two perfect puzzle pieces whenever we cuddle on the couch together. I love how brilliant you are. I find myself in awe of just how much you know about seemingly everything. I love that you balance my own pessimism with being the most positive person I've ever met. You think literally everything is amazing, and I love you for it. I love how we have the same tastes, the same goals, the same values, and like you once brilliantly said, it's like dating a mirrored version of myself. You make every promise I have for our future easy to fulfill. I vow to be absolutely devoted to you in every way. I promise to share life's best times with you and make the most difficult times easier. I promise I'll never waste a second of our short time on this earth together. During our life, we'll take countless trips, and I'll have fun with you on every one. We'll share thousands of meals together, and I'll savor them all. I promise to continue to call you in the middle of the day just because I miss hearing the sound of your voice, even though I just heard it only hours before. I promise to always love to feed you. And I also won't get too mad when you steal my food, but I don't always have to be entirely happy about it. I promise to cherish your huge heart, which shows in the way you treat Ava and Gavin with compassion, understanding, and love every single day. You've formed deep, special relationships with each of them, and it shows in how much they love you as their amazing stepmom. And I promise to continue and grow the bond that Kirill and I have, to be the best stepdad I can possibly be for him, giving him the best love and guidance that I'm capable of. I vow to be completely devoted to our whole family. And yes, Dusha too. You didn't think that was coming.
No.
Neither did I.
I love you unconditionally, and I know that I'm loved the same way in return. I'm reminded of the time, just minutes after I got down on my knee and asked you to be my wife. I asked if you liked your ring, and you said you love it, but I could put a bagel on your finger and you would still say yes. You are truly one of one. Everything I could do by myself is made infinitely better because you're with me. You make me the best version of myself. You're my lifelong companion, my perfect match, my puzzle piece, my best friend, my queen. Being here with you in this moment, by the water, breathing this warm air, vowing my everlasting love to the greatest woman I've ever known, is the happiest moment of my life. I love you more than I could ever express in words, and I'm so excited for our future together.
Stand back. He's telling me what to do. I got to tell you folks something. Excuse me. He said to me, well, he didn't ask me. Polina asked me to do this, and I was stunned, absolutely dumbfounded. But after about an hour or so, I said, yeah, sure. And I'm glad I did. But he said to me, make it a short, brief service. I swear to you, he said that to me. I said, yeah, what do you mean? He says, we don't need all this hocus pocus and all that jazz. And he says, I'm thinking to myself, he says, do you love me? Do you love me? Will you marry me? Yeah, I'll marry you. I do, I don't. Okay, hocus pocus, you're married. That's what he wanted. I did everything I could to make this thing as reasonable and as practical as I possibly could. And then he gets a speech like that. And she does too. I gotta tell you, I didn't do too bad. I keep telling him it's down to an hour, but most of that was him. In closing, they knew it. We know it now. And everybody knows it. They're made for each other, and we're here to say it. Love each other each and every day with full hearts, and your bond will grow stronger with time. Now, you may kiss your wife. You may all know this, that by the power invested in me in the Universal Church and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, with the greatest of love, pride, happiness, and joy, I pronounce you husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, with all pride in the world, Mr. and Mrs. Todd Brian Bogosian.
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat, hat pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, but darling, you were meant to survive. With every start, we are born again. Open your heart and spend less time in your head. With every start, we are born again. Open your heart and spend less time in your head.
For the first time, as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Todd and Polina Bogosian. Give it up.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something new to do. Hey, baby.
Todd and Polina, everybody, make some noise. Husband and wife. and Polina, everybody. That was absolutely spectacular. How about that? Have you ever seen a more amazing first dance than this? Wow.
My speech already. I will start in the same way what you said about me. So I know Polina like forever, and I have a lot to say about her. But I was told be short and sweet, so I'll try to be short. So, like we all know now, I came here 22 years ago, and I met Polina in the studio. She was my first person from my country who speak my language. Polina made me believe I can dance. I never danced in my life. And I ended up being a dance instructor. Can you believe that? She made me look very professional. Nobody can question it. Everybody thought I'm a professional Russian dancer. They even thought like I'm an ice skater too somehow. I don't know why. So, here we go. We ended up working together, and since then we became friends and did a lot of things together. We worked together, we raised our boys together as a single mothers. We did a pretty good job looking at our kids. We've been through a lot of changes, ups and downs in our lives. We shopped, we lived together too. We actually lived together. And then we shopped for the first house together. Of course, we found it like 10 minutes away from me. She ended up living very close to me for 5 years. It was awesome. And my favorite part, we traveled together. It's like she loves to travel, I love to travel. We went far, we went close. She's like a very easy person to travel. She's quick and go, ready at any time. And she never complains. It was awesome. It's great memories we have forever. Polina has a lot of good qualities, but let me tell you what I admire about her. I don't know if she knows that, but something very impressive I never could achieve, but she's awesome in that. She never gives up. She always believes something great is coming after bad times. And she knows how to get it and what to do to make it happen. I watched her to lose business. After so many years of hard work there, she had to walk away. And in no time, she found a space, she found the people, she opened like great, big business. It became very successful, much better. It was amazing, and she did it all by herself. I watched her doing it all by herself from morning to night. She would come home, we lived together at the time, and she was exhausted, she was shaken, but she was working her butt off to make her business successful. That was impressive to watch. She's so sure what she wants and doesn't waste her time on thinking about it. She takes chances without doubt. She knew she's going to meet a perfect man and marry him and live happily ever after. We talked about it like 15 years ago. She told me about what dress she wants, what wedding she wants, when it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen. We didn't know you talk yet, but she had it in her head forever. We had time to prepare, yeah. So that day, one day after our regular coffee shop break, we used to meet with her every week in our local coffee shop just to catch up about our lives. Even we live together close by, we still meet every week to discuss everything. That day, we were talking about like how hard to meet the people, that we don't have anyone, what we're gonna do. And she said like something has to happen today. I got horoscope or something like that. She read something that morning and she told me something that can happen, but still nothing happened. So we went with our wives for that day. It was evening, and I remember, I don't know if she remembers that, she like sent me a message, and it says, what do you think about poker player? I was like, wow, that is new. That's something interesting. And that was it, Todd. You got your attention. And when they met, it wasn't, she fell in love with him at first sight. Maybe she played hard to get, but she knew what she wanted. She saw you, she knew right away. That's it, it's you. He changed her life. She finally knew what it feels to be loved for real and being taken care of everything. Because man loves you and what it's like to be appreciated by your man. Todd, you are her first real love. Believe me, I know that. You are first. She had to wait for you for so long. I always believe you exist. I always told her, men like you exist. When I see the way he looks at her, I know she's going to have a life full of love, companionship that she always dreamed of. I'm so happy knowing my best friend has found the one. I know that they will have an amazing life together and cannot wait to see all the incredible things they will achieve as a couple. And at the end of my speech, I'm supposed to give advice. My personal advice as a person who's been very lucky in love, who has experience. I was very lucky not just once, but twice in my life. And of course, Polina was involved in both of them. It's another story, very long story. So, here's my advice to you. Todd and Polina, may you have love, health, and wealth. But most importantly, may you have the time to enjoy them all. Make every day count and appreciate every moment you have together. Let's raise the glass to the beautiful couple, Mr. and Mrs. Bogosian.
Welcome to the Lynch Park Family Picnic. Auntie Diane, did you bring the licorice for everybody in the room? Like half of the room would get that joke. So thank you everybody for coming. This means more to us than you can even imagine, having everybody come here to celebrate our marriage. And I just want to say that it's a dream to have all of our closest friends and family in the same room having a party together. It's just unbelievable. This is the only day that it'll ever happen for us. It's so unique, and it's so rare, and it's so special that we just thank you from the bottom of our hearts to come, and just hope that everybody has a great time tonight and enjoys themselves, and hopefully it's going to be a really big party tonight. Everybody have fun. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Hey everyone. I'm apparently way more like my dad than I thought I was like 30 minutes ago because he stole my opening line to my speech. So here we go. Alright, welcome to Todd and Polina's wedding, also known as this year's Lynch Park family reunion. In case you didn't know, my dad is Todd, the Armenian one over there. You can't miss him, well he's on his blue suit anymore, but you can't miss him in his blue suit. I first met Todd back in 03. In the 21 years I've known him, we have had a great relationship, and he has been the most loving and caring dad I could ever ask for. However, the beginning of our relationship may not have been as seamless at the start as you may think. There was one big thing stopping my dad from being completely happy about his firstborn child. He actually held a grudge against me for quite a while because me being born was the reason he had to sell his convertible. When they say make room for baby, you should have realized that meant literally, not just figuratively. But he has since forgiven me, and our relationship has recovered from a bit of a long start. But enough about our relationship, because that is clearly not what we are all gathered here for today. I want to talk about my dad and Polina. I remember being in the car with my dad when he first told me that he had gone out on a few dates with Polina. He was immediately captivated by her and impressed with her interests, specifically how she teaches ballroom dance. Although I knew very little about Polina from that initial conversation, I had an inkling that things might work out long-term between them because my dad had never before told me about someone he was dating that quickly. It was suspicious. So once I got to know Polina, I easily understood what made my dad want to tell everyone about her after only a few dates. Not only was Polina extremely kind, caring, and an overall great person from the moment I first met her, but I could tell she was a trooper from the way she first met myself and my family. My dad decided to organize a family movie trip for my brother Gavin and I to first meet Polina. What I thought was going to be a night at the movie theater turned into the largest family movie trip I have ever experienced. My grandparents tagging along soon turned into Uncle Ray, Debbie, Jamie, and Jenna coming, which then turned into Auntie Elizabeth, Uncle Brad, Zach, and Grace also coming. I'm not even kidding, our family took up an entire row in the movie theater. I could not help but imagine what was going through Polina's head as she met countless new people whose names she had no time to memorize. But she handled it like a pro. My whole family loved her from the start, and to put it plainly, since we are sitting here today, the rest is history. And there are a few more memorable aspects of my dad and Polina's relationship that I want to share with everyone here today. Unlike my Uncle Greg, my dad is not exactly keen on the cat lifestyle. For anyone who doesn't know, Polina has an adorable black cat named Nusha, or as my dad likes to call her, Nusha the Nightmare. My dad has never been a cat person, and I'm not sure if he ever will be, but I can say with confidence that Polina is the only person that he would tolerate having a cat for. As much as he might joke about trading Nusha in for a similar looking black dog, I think my dad has realized that anything that makes Polina as happy as Nusha does will ultimately make him happy too. And don't tell my dad I'm telling you guys this, but I think he likes Nusha more than he'll ever admit. But the way that my dad has come to accept Nusha into his lifestyle symbolizes something larger about their relationship that I have come to truly admire. That they are always open to what the other wants to do and are willing to sacrifice for each other. For example, I've never seen anyone, not even my dad's closest friends or family, be able to center him and calm him down in tense moments like Polina does. Us Bogosians are not usually known to think logically through situations before reacting to them, and I can't say that my dad defies that stereotype. Sorry, Dad. But ever since he has known Polina, I've noticed that my dad has a much calmer demeanor and tends to sit and think about things that are said to him rather than reacting right away. I'll give you guys an example. I'll go out on a limb here and admit that I do get hangry sometimes. Historically, when this is happening, it tends to cause some tension in the house because nothing will please me until I get food in my stomach. However, since my dad has met Polina, he has handled these situations much differently. He now jokes around much more and offers solutions to the problem of my hangriness. And it is not at all difficult to pinpoint the reason behind this growth in my dad once you spend 10 minutes with Polina. She handles every situation with grace, she tries to work with you to find the solution to any problem, and she does all of this with a smile on her face and while constantly finding ways to make you laugh. I can speak for my dad and the entire Bogosian family when I say that we are so lucky to now have her as an official member of our family. And I'm going to end my speech with something that my dad would probably immediately say no to if he knew I was thinking about mentioning it, but I promise you're going to like it this one time. It's a Taylor Swift lyric. From her song Timeless, From her song Timeless, there are some lines that remind me of my dad and Polina's relationship when I listen to them. She says, "'Cause I believe that we were supposed to find this, so even in a different life, you still would have been mine, we would have been timeless." I choose these lyrics because my dad and Polina have shown me what it means to love someone unconditionally and for the person they truly are. I have no doubt that they are going to look back on this day, 20 or 30 years from now, and remember it as day one of their marriage filled with nothing but love and happy memories. But the reason I chose this lyric specifically is because I know for a fact that regardless of the circumstances in their lives leading up to meeting each other, I know that we would all be sitting here today celebrating their love. They would find each other in this lifetime or any other because they are undoubtedly meant to be together. So here's to a timeless love story and a beautiful marriage whose potential we have only yet to see unfold. Cheers, everybody.
That I am so grateful to have met Polina years ago. I needed a job when I moved to Maine, where I needed like 5 jobs. She gave me one of them. And I taught ballroom with Polina for a couple years. I would just say I grew up with my mom as a dance teacher, but Paulina's the one who really taught me how fun dancing can be. And I had a ton of fun dancing with her. But this is not about my relationship with Polina. This is about Polina and Todd. So shifting over to Polina and Todd, I noticed there was one day I came in and Polina was all excited and she told me about like how she got a new boyfriend and both of their birthdays were at the end of March. And she just had like a new light about her. She was telling me about a concert they were going to or something, or maybe it was Hamilton or something. And I just was like, wow, she's like really happy. I think she might be into this guy a lot. And I know, we all have to kiss a couple of frogs before we meet our handsome prince. And I could tell like pretty clearly that she was into Todd, and as she said in her vows, that like her life became more colorful when she met Todd. And I definitely think as a friend I could sort of see her come alive, so that was really cool. And I just want to say a few words about them as a couple. So if I think of a few words, literally, to describe them as a couple, I would say fun, adventure, not afraid to take risks, neither of them. And I'm not talking about a risk like, swimming with sharks or like sticking your face in a fan or something. I'm talking about risks that like open your life to new possibilities. And they're the type of couple of when you're with them, it makes you feel like life can be limitless. Like you can make things happen, you can make things work, you can do things. So I just love being around them because they have that energy about them that encourages you to take those kind of risks that make your life fuller and better. And I just really appreciate that about them. So I think that's pretty much, I'm just really happy for them. That's pretty much it.
So one of us has been a professional poker player for 20 years, raising a family, paying a mortgage, building an empire, and the other one of us has been doing other shit. It's really hard to be a professional poker player for a living. It's even more hard to do that at 20 years, and it's even more difficult to do that and to raise great kids. I wanted to talk from the perspective of the poker guys in the room because that's how most of us know each other. But the admiration that we have for you as a father and as a friend is a really important component of your character. A lot of poker guys can fall into the traps of Vegas and alcohol and women and just the money and the flexibility of schedules, and it's a pretty interesting lifestyle. There's a reason why not many people can do it for 20 years. There's a reason why most of us have to have real jobs and have to have real companies and do our own thing because poker is hard. And to do that and to stay stable and to raise amazing kids. Todd's the first person to tell you what his kid did at school today. A lot of poker players, if you know them, will tell you what happened last night, will tell you the bad beats, tell you the big victory, show you the stack of chips they got last night, but not a lot of poker players talk about their kids first. Todd is that guy. To be able to amass a career as a poker player and not be a degenerate gambler and not have an alcohol problem and have beautiful children and have an amazing wife is a testament to your character. And I just want to applaud you for that because it's amazing. I admire you for that. So congratulations to both of you today. It really is an amazing story. To be able to manage all the pressure, the day-to-day swings of poker. You're a great player. But you're going to have weeks, months, half of a year where you lose because you got unlucky. Not because you're bad, but because you got on desk poker. Year after year after year, you keep doing it. You make it work. You make, honestly, all of us that wish we were professional players annually jealous. So I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad to call you a friend, and we love you.
So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for him not long ago. I was his number one, he told me so, and he still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my boy. Time changes everything, life must go on, but I'm not gonna stand in your way. That I loved him first, and I held him first, and a place in my heart always be his. From the first breath he breathes, when he first smiled at me, I knew the love of a mother runs deep. And I prayed that he'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give him away.
Round of applause, everybody. Todd and Donna. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we let Donna off this dance floor, apparently tonight is Donna's birthday. How about that? And we cannot possibly let her go without a birthday song. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me. Happy birthday to Donna!